Hello there everyone, it is Mitsu here and welcome to the first episode of MAR. This is a brand new weekly series in which we will have a quick review on the tactics used in the Premier League during the previous match week. So the Premier League is finally back, and to kick it off, Fulham hosted Arsenal in a match that ended with a 3-0 victory to Arsenal. Arsenal started the match with a 4-2-3-1 on paper, but it was more of a 5 at the back as Maitland-Niles played as a wing-back. Nenny and Xhaka played as the two defensive midfielders, while Aubameyang, Lacazette and Willian were the three players up front. Arteta applied high pressure from the first minute. The team pushed high up the pitch and marked all the passing lanes. They got the advantage from this pressure and created some danger due to the outnumbering, as Nenny and Xhaka were always pushing forward and helping with the attacks. While defending, Arteta used compact lines. Fulham tried stretching the defensive line, so Nenny helped Bellerin on the right side, while Maitland-Niles was on the left side with Tierney. Willian sometimes dropped deep, leaving spaces for Bellerin. On the other hand, Tierney, Maitland-Niles and Aubameyang created these triangles as they switched positions while performing overlaps and underlaps. Liverpool came on top with a 4-3 victory against Leeds United. Both teams started the match with 4-3-3 formations. While applying pressure, Liverpool tried to keep Phillips marked and stop him from receiving the ball. They didn't quite do so, but we will get to that in a second. On the other hand, Leeds United concentrated on marking both centre-backs as well as the midfielders if they dropped down to receive the ball, which forced Liverpool to build their attacks from the sides. Although Leeds United lost the match, in my opinion, they produced the best tactical play of the week. So as you can tell, this is the section of the video where I would explain the best tactical play of the week. And it was Leeds United's response to Liverpool's high pressure. As you can see, Liverpool are applying high pressure. As Firmino was trying to block the passing lane to Phillips, Phillips was still able to receive the ball, as the midfield wasn't applying pressure as well. Once he received the ball, Keita started to react and press him. But since this was something that the team was already trained on, Phillips directly looked at Harrison on the wing, who was performing the sprint. Phillips was also given enough time and space to do so. Notice how both wingers are positioned very wide in order to be able to receive the long ball from Phillips behind the fullbacks. Also, you can see that the other two midfielders are not providing any passing options in the midfield, as everyone is waiting for the long ball to be played so that they can help with any second balls. So Liverpool are applying high pressure as well. Phillips is marked now, so there is some space on the side. As the ball was received, here comes the second part of the build-up. Quick 1-2 passes in order to deal with the high pressure. When this was performed correctly, not only the midfield of Liverpool was out of the play, but Gomez as well, as he was pulled out in order to cover his teammates. Everton was able to get their first 3 points of the season after a 1-0 victory against Tottenham. You know, when you concede a goal from a set piece, you don't usually start discussing tactics, but I think that this goal that Calvert-Lewin scored really shows how poor Tottenham's defensive state was during that match. He was able to get on top of both centre-backs and score the header. It was a poor tactical game from Tottenham, but on the other hand, everyone was waiting to see how would Everton's new signings do. And they impressed me, to be honest. Alan was always behind Doucouré and Andre Gomez as they applied the pressure. With the ball, they formed this 3-man midfield line, allowing James Rodriguez, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin to stay up front, while covering the spaces behind the fullbacks as well. Doucouré also played a bunch of these passes between the lines, which helped with the progression of the attacks. So now we come to this section of the video where we will be talking about the best performance from the new signings in the league, and it's got to be James Rodriguez. He was playing mainly on the right hand side. He was responsible to help the team get out with the ball, and he performed that role pretty well. His forward passes allowed the team to complete these quick transitions throughout the match. He completed 11 long balls as you can see, and he went for a lot of these switches across the pitch. He showed his class during this game, and with the midfield line that Everton has at the moment, I think he could do even better. Chelsea won 3-1 against Brighton in a match that most of us were waiting to see, as it is the first look at Lampard's new tactics with all the new signings. Lampard used a 4-2-3-1 with Kante and Jorginho as the defensive midfielders. Havertz didn't perform really well. Yeah, it's his Premier League debut and he might take some time to adapt, but I think that he could perform even better if positioned in a more of a central position. He played on the right side in this match. Werner enjoyed huge spaces, and I think if Havertz was the central attacking midfielder, he might be able to deliver more key passes to him. As you can see from this clip, I know it's not the best example, but yeah, we will wait and see what will happen. Lampard applied medium pressure, and that's how the team scored the first goal. After Brighton scored the equalizer, they used a low block, and Reece James had the perfect reply for that. So now we come to the final section of the video. I don't really know what you guys would like me to say about the Premier League fantasy, but I thought that it would be nice if I shared my team and we could have a discussion about it. So I got 77 points this match week. Yeah, I had Salah as a captain and that helped me a lot. Let's just leave it there and see what you guys would want me to talk about in this fantasy section at the end of every episode. Make sure to let me know if you play the game or not, and if so, how many points did you get? So that was it guys, I hope you have enjoyed the first video of this series. Let me know what you think about it, and if you have any ideas for more sections in the series or anything really, just leave it in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.